Chase your passions and money will come. Chase money and you may never find your passion. Colin Wright. Hey guys, it's Isabel and happy Valentine's Day. I am celebrating Valentine's Day with you guys by talking about money. Probably all my life. Going through school, I was pretty much broke. I depended off of my parents for a lot of things. I always felt like I couldn't do the things I wanted to because A, I didn't know how to make money. I always thought that making a lot of money was something that would happen to me later in life whenever I was much older. I always had that idea. I always had that limiting belief that I had to have a certain job and a certain degree. I had to have like a certain resume to make a lot of money, and I always had to wait for the right job in order to make money. Now I am an entrepreneur. I work for myself, so I figured out how to actually make money and live in abundance and not necessarily depending on somebody to hand me a paycheck every 2 weeks. I feel that I am creating my own wealth. I don't have to wait for somebody to tell me, hey, we're gonna start paying you this much. I actually have learned to set myself up for financial abundance and set myself up for money that comes in and to set myself up for opportunities because of the mindset that I have cultivated. Now, I truly believe that anyone can set themselves up for financial abundance. I believe anyone can be wealthy. And it all starts, like I said, from your mindset and getting rid of any limiting beliefs or subconscious limiting beliefs around money. So I want to tell you guys, this is a book that really changed my life. This is You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. She's one of my favorite self-help authors. And she actually did a book called You Are a Badass, and then now she has You Are a Badass at Making Money and You Are a Badass Every Day. So if you guys ever ask me what my favorite self-help book is, it is definitely the ones by Jen Sincero. You don't have to read this book, but I would highly recommend that you pick it up or you listen to the audiobook or something, because it's so helpful, and it puts things in very simple terms so that when the time comes for you to want to manifest abundance, you don't have any limiting beliefs. This book helped me a lot with my limiting beliefs, identifying them and getting rid of them when they surround money. I highly recommend this book for anybody, especially for beginners. If you don't know where to begin, if you don't know how to start making money, if you don't know how to start dealing with money, if you don't know how to start attracting money into your life, this is a great book for anyone, honestly. So that being said, let's get on to my first tip on how to manifest money. Tip number 1 is to detach your self-worth from your bank account. Guys, you have to treat money as something completely separate from you and your self-worth. The problem is that people attach so much of their identity, so much of them into how much money they make or how much money is in their account at the present moment. When you look at your bank account, even if it's at 0 or negative, I know I'm probably being kind of crazy to some of you because this might be completely new to you, so bear with me. But the moment that you look at your bank account, no matter if it's positive or negative or if it's really high or really low, I want you to practice deep breathing and detaching from it. The moment you open your bank account, tell yourself, I am separate from my bank account. My bank account does not determine my worth. And I know this might seem kind of crazy to you guys and you're like, what? Of course I'm gonna be worried if my bank account is in the negative, you know, of course I'm gonna feel bad. But don't make yourself feel bad about yourself because your bank account is low or it's not where you want it to be. You have to start treating money like a game. The making of money, the creating abundance, the adding more money to your bank account or finding more money, or you have to see making money as something completely unrelated to you and something fun. We have such a problem in our culture, just in life in general. People tend to look at money, especially people who aren't wealthy, tend to look at money as a problem, as something hard, as something difficult. But start looking at it as a game. Don't allow your bank account or how much money you have or how much more money other people have, don't let it affect who you are as a person, because money is just money. In the end, it's just numbers. When you look at earning money and making money as simply a numbers game, you won't be in resistance towards it. So start thinking now, money does not define me. The amount of money I have in my bank account does not define my self-worth, does not make me better or worse than anyone else. It is simply a numbers game that we have to play along in order to live a good life. Money is simply tokens. Think of it as that way. It's tokens. It's like a bill, a pass for you to do whatever you want. Money equals freedom. We have to think of it in that sense. Not necessarily, oh, I don't have that much money so I'm worthless, or oh, I have a ton of money and I'm worth more than anyone else. So if you feel anxiety every time you check your bank account, that means that you have some kind of limiting belief around money, and you're allowing these numbers or these pieces of paper to decide your worth. And you guys always know, I always tell you, you decide your self-worth. You know who you are and you decide how much you're worth. So don't allow the numbers in your bank account, or don't allow some bills, whether you can't buy certain things, don't attach that to your self-worth, because you are not defined by the amount of money there is in your bank account. So now that we understand, and now that we've got this idea that money does not define us, money is fun. We're gonna tell ourselves that every single day. Money is fun and it's easy to make, because it really is. So bear with me. Let's get on to tip number 2. Now I want you guys to learn about money. The reason why a lot of us have subconscious limiting beliefs or blockages surrounding money, the reason why we're not in flow of money and we're in resistance of it, is because many times we're ignorant. Let's say you're in school and you don't know how to do a certain subject because you suck at it. You don't know it very well. You don't like to deal with it. Every time you think of it, you get anxiety. It's because you need to know more about that topic. You need to get out of that ignorance about it. You need to know it and study it. I talked about this in a podcast. I talked about how I always thought, since I was bad at math, never taught how to handle money, I never took business classes. I always had this idea and this limiting belief that I could not be good at money. And as soon as I got rid of that and I was like, actually, I'm gonna learn about things. I'm gonna learn about investments. I'm gonna learn about savings. I'm gonna learn about how to make money, different businesses. I'm going to actually learn from other people as well, listen to other people, go on YouTube, read books, whatever. I was set. I am going to learn how to make money, even if it's hard at the beginning, even if I don't get any of this, even if I'm not an accountant or a financial person or whatever. I don't care. I'm going to learn about money because I'm tired of being fearful of it. That's the problem, is a lot of us feel a certain type of fear when it comes to learning how to make money, or we think we're gonna fail, or we think, oh, just because I'm not good at math, I can't learn money. And that's completely wrong. You don't have to be a mathematician or a mastermind to learn how to manage and save your money. You have to become educated about things. So just look at any area of your life where you feel a difficulty or you feel kind of apprehensive about going into it when it comes to money. So it could be savings. One thing that I learned is that I'm not a good saver. I'm a great spender, but I was not a good saver. And one thing that I learned is saving, not because you're greedy or you're in a scarcity mindset, but saving for something in the future. So like a retirement fund. We need to start saving in our 20s for a retirement fund. That is so very important. And I didn't learn that until I started watching Dave Ramsey, and he actually helped me out a lot just in changing my money mindset and changing how do I get out of this debt, because I have student loans. So I have to pay off my student loans every month, and getting into that and learning about, paying off debt while saving at the same time, it really put me in a place where I feel more in control of my financial situation. So I don't spend on silly things anymore. And if I feel like buying something, I don't stop myself from buying it. I buy it because I also don't want to be in a lack mindset or in a scarcity mindset, which I'm going to get to later on. But just learning about savings or learning about investments, guys, because that's how you make money grow. They say poor people earn money and they spend it, but rich people earn money and they invest it, they make it grow. And that is true. You have to look at money as something that will expand with your work and over time, not something that leaves. I hate the terminology when people are like, oh, money comes and goes. I think money can come in and 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 come in, and it doesn't necessarily have to go, because if you're focused on increasing it on investments and making it bigger, then you won't really notice when you spend on things, because the amount of money coming in will be a lot bigger than the money flowing out. So if you don't know where to start, go on YouTube, guys. There are so many places, so many financial experts, so many people just teaching about money. You just need to pinpoint what exactly is your issue with money. Is it you spend too much, so you need to learn how to stop spending so much? Or maybe you don't know how to save, so all the money that you earn, you're putting it into bills and not tucking anything away. Or maybe you need to learn investments. What can you invest in? Maybe you have a large savings that you have and you don't know what to do with it. Think about real estate. Think about stocks. There are so many ways, and there's just a plethora of information, and if I were to talk about every single thing in this video, I would be here forever. So do your research, focus on gaining knowledge and becoming an expert at money or just how to save money even, and you'll see how the tides will turn. You'll automatically start rewiring your brain. So once you learn about money and learn how it works, you can start working on creating it and bringing it into your life and earning it. So that brings me on to my next tip. My third tip is don't focus on finding one job or just one way to make you rich or to make you wealthy. Get rid of this notion that you have to find this job to make a lot of money. Because face it, guys, we're in the 21st century, especially living here in the United States. Most people, in order to live well or to live in their means or to stay above water, they have to have either one or two jobs or multiple streams of income or passive income. I get so many people who ask me, how do I manifest winning the lottery? How do I manifest getting a $10,000 check? You can use the law of attraction, which all of these things I'm talking about do end up helping you with the law of attraction. If you sit down and you visualize yourself getting a $10,000 check, that is the first step. But you also have to put action behind everything with the law of attraction to work. So that's why just focusing on winning the lottery is not going to get you where you want to be, because winning the lottery is just one big payment all at once. And what happens to most people when they win the lottery? They go broke. Because they didn't invest. The people who invested and learned how to manage their money and learn how to make their money grow, they probably got off to a good start if they won the lottery. But people who were broke before the lottery, they won the lottery, they spent it on all this stuff, they went back to being broke because they didn't fix their mindset. They didn't realize how money works. They were going by the old rules and the old parameters of how their mind worked with money. You could definitely manifest winning the lottery, but you don't want to, guys. You don't want to. I would rather teach you right now how to earn money, make a living, and grow your money so that you have always money coming in instead of waiting for one big check to come into your life and change it. No way. That's not a sustainable way to look at money. Instead, focus on growing your money by either multiple streams of income and passive income. So multiple streams of income. I'm gonna give you an example with myself. A lot of people ask me, Isabel, how much do you make off of YouTube? Is YouTube your only job? I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'm a YouTuber, because it's easy to label me as a YouTuber than anything else. But YouTube is not my only source of income. I don't have a quote regular person job. But does that mean I just live off of YouTube? No, because that would not be a smart thing and I'd be completely broke if I lived solely off of YouTube and solely off of AdSense. No, I don't have 1 million subscribers and 1 million views like some other YouTubers do. But what most people who work on their own or are content creators, we have multiple streams of income, and that's what we focus on. So for example, sponsored content is one stream of income. With the sponsors I have for my podcast, those keep my podcast afloat. That's another stream of income. Investments are also another stream of income. A great place to make money, guys, is online. It's the easiest. It's so much fun. There's so many ways. There's so much out there for you to find ways to make money. So you might be asking, Isabel, how do I start making passive income or multiple sources of income? I don't know what to do. I have a regular job. I have a 9 to 5. I don't have any talents. What do I do? Well, first of all, you probably do have talents. And second of all, you're not looking hard enough. Not one person is going to have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. I probably don't know how your life is. I don't know how your schedule is. So you have to become creative. You have to really look. Read as many business books as you have to. Or if you think that stocks or investments are a good thing for you, start researching things like that. But start with little things. Think, maybe I can start a YouTube channel. There's one source of income. Of course, it's going to take a while for you to start making money off of YouTube, but that is just another source of income you can have. I would highly recommend Gary Vee's channel. I will link it down below. He really taught me a lot about business, and his books are also incredible as well. Think, how can I create content that actually can be monetized? So look at Gary Vee's channel. He has a plethora of information on there. So many great resources on his channel. So I'll link it down below. That's a great place to start if you're completely lost. But think, I need multiple sources of income, because most millionaires and billionaires have way more than 7 sources of income. Understand, guys, where there is a will, there is a way. So don't let the fact that you might not know anything I'm talking about don't let that scare you. Just start researching, get to know yourself, and start finding ways. And finally, my last tip is to get in the mindset of abundance. Whatever you do, whatever businesses you start, or whatever income you set out to create, that you always do it with the best intentions and make sure that you are in the right mindset, not in a mindset of lack. So the right mindset to be in is in a mindset of abundance. So stop with the negative talk. I know it's so easy, like it's just like a thing, it's like a cool thing to talk about how broke you are, but don't feel afraid about talking about money in a positive sense. If you have limiting beliefs around money, let's say your family always had a negative view of rich people, or people with a lot of money, or people who are well off, or just about money in general. A lot of people like to say money is the root of all evil. I don't believe that. I believe a lot of good can come out of money. I believe having money enables you to help others and puts you in a position where you can help other people. I like to be financially well off because if a friend or a family member needs something or needs help, I want to be able to help them. That is my main priority. And I also like to travel, and I want to live by the beach. So that's always, it's always nice to have goals, and always understand that your goals and your dreams, sometimes you need money. Like if you want to start your own ballet school, you're going to need money. Start seeing money as your friend instead of an enemy or a source of shame. A lot of people who are greedy with money and don't like to give money to people or help other people out financially are always in lack. They're always going to feel like there's not enough money for them, so they have to suppress themselves, and they also have to block more money coming in because they're blocking money flowing freely in their lives. So don't be greedy. But most of all, just stop with the negative self-talk and stop with the, oh, I'm so broke, I'll never have enough money, money is evil, rich people are evil. Pay attention. What is your inner dialogue around money? And if you want, write it down. Write down, what are your thoughts about money? What do you feel about money? What are your thoughts on rich people? And whenever you go buy stuff, don't say stuff like, oh, I can't afford this or I can't afford that. Just be like, I like that. I can afford it. Even if you can't afford it, guys. Even if you can't, even if it's like a $3,000 bag, don't ever say, oh, I can't afford that, it's so expensive. Don't. And just changing that dialogue can bring you so far with money. Just saying, oh, I can afford that. Yeah, I can afford that. Even if you can't, but just saying it and then believing it, you start to rewire your subconscious that you are worthy of money. And that's another thing. My dream boards are over here to the left. Money is no longer an issue. I have more than I will ever need. I am free to do what I want. I am generous with what I have. And my big $1 million bill, it says I am financially free. So I just want to show you guys this awesome app. This is the Secret to Money app. I downloaded this app about a year ago, and just in this year, my entire money mindset has changed drastically. So let me show you. Here in the purchases folder, you type in something that you want. So let's say you want to buy a new camera, and let's put it's $2,000. The more you work in this app, the more checks that you get. So right now I have $8,000 to spend. Almost everything that I write in here gets manifested, guys. It's absolutely crazy. And then when you actually manifest money in your real life, or any money that you earn, you want to log it in here. So since I downloaded this app, I've already manifested almost $15,000, and I haven't even written everything that I've manifested in here yet. It's way more than $15,000. Let's say you did a job, so services rendered, whatever job you have, and they paid you $2,000 for it. You add that as something that you manifested. And then there's daily inspirations, of course, just like the book, The Secret. You can share these daily inspirations, you can save them, a new one comes up every day. My favorite thing to do is work in this affirmations here. So you get about 20 a day. You read these out loud until you actually feel them, and make sure that your feelings are behind each and every affirmation. When you read them, click next. Financial freedom is my choice. A full and rich life is the birthright of every human being. I always have whatever I need. So you basically tap through these, read them out loud or to yourself, read them multiple times. You can go back or forward, whatever way you want. This really helped rewire my subconscious in so many ways, but it's so much fun to work with, and it has completely changed my money mindset as well. So this is the Secret to Money app, and one of my financial abundance secrets. Guys, You don't have to focus on being a millionaire. If being a millionaire is not your thing, if you just want to live comfortably and earn $150,000 a year, that's great. If that's your goal, great. You don't have to reach for the million. I said I was going to earn a big chunk of money in March. Guys, it already arrived because I am in that constant flow of money. I stopped looking at money as something hard or difficult or a result of anxiety, and I see money as simply something I need to get good at and something that can flow freely into my life. And I tell myself I am worthy of financial abundance. I am worthy of getting paid for my time. I am worthy of getting paid to do what I love. And I tell myself that. I don't care what anybody else says or thinks. People think I'm crazy for making money online. I did what a lot of people think is impossible, and I did it. And I've showed myself, and I'm sitting here right now telling you that it is possible to change your financial situation drastically, even in the course of 1 month. My financial situation is only getting better and better. From December to now, my financial situation has changed drastically because I decided to change my mindset around it. I decided to stop being afraid of trying to earn money and stop allowing these limiting beliefs to keep coming up, and I'm working against them. I am learning more about money. I'm not 100% where I want to be yet, but I'm learning so much every day, and I'm trusting the process. I'm being smart with my money. I am not spending on things that are unnecessary. I have learned to cut back in certain aspects of my life so I'll have more abundance in other aspects. So learn how to streamline your money. Learn how to budget. That's another thing. Learning budgeting is so very important. The main premise of this video is, yes, you can sit down and do a manifestation technique and script to manifest money, but it's setting yourself up for when the universe delivers that will make all the difference. You won't be in a mindset of lack, and you won't be in a mindset of scarcity. You'll be in a mindset of openness and flow. Money will flow freely into your life, and it will come in so many different ways that you never even thought possible. Once you learn about it, learn how to make it, get rid of this fear attached to it, detach your self-worth from money, look at it as a game, and start looking at it in terms of positivity and happiness, and look at the freedom and the things that money allows you to do. Don't get attached just to a bill, to physical bills, because that is not how abundance is. If you're in the flow of these worthless pieces of paper, it's not the paper that gives you the value, it's what the paper allows you to do. Don't look at being in alignment with the actual piece of paper. Look at being in alignment and in the vibration of what money allows you to do and what money enables you to do. Once you've mastered the relationship that you have with money, everything changes. Everything flows so nicely and so much more simply. So that's it for today's video. I could go so much more in depth with this, so please, if you like this video and you want to hear more financial videos, please give me a thumbs up. Maybe I'll do one on budgeting, maybe I'll do one on paying down debt. Of course, I'm still learning a ton. I hope this video encourages you and puts a fire in your belly that you actually deserve to live in abundance. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to live comfortably. You don't deserve to be in need or in lack. Understand that you have to allow yourself to get into that mindset and allow yourself to see that it is possible to live the financial life of your dreams. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to see more videos from me. And also check out my podcast, Taking Back Your Power. It goes live every Monday, so the link is always down below. And if you guys want to check me out on social media, my links are always down in the description as well. I love you guys so very much, and always remember, no matter who you may be in this life, no matter how much money you make, no matter what you look like, no matter what you do for a living, your true beauty, your true worth, and your true power always come from within. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.